I am back, and in this video, you're going to see me dominate with Wild Charge. So the same as my other videos, you're not just going to see me say, hey, or watch my Twitch stream. You're going to see the items, you're going to see the emblems, you're going to see the clear in the jungle double time speed, so you're not wasting time watching that as well. And here we go. So I'm watching the lanes, I'm seeing where I'm going to go. I see that Mime is in the top lane, I'm going to go bottom. I already called it to my team that says I'm going to go bottom lane because I'm avoiding the Mime. I'd rather go up against the Suicune. It's a tough choice, but that's the choice I made. And here we go into lane. We're looking to see if we can make something happen here, or just go for the contested farm. Cinderace is a little too low and step forward, and he allowed for the first KO. Now we're going for the double KO. We see their jungler come up. I ran away. It's alright if we trade 2 for 1 there. Their jungler gets a KO. I get the 2 KOs. As long as I didn't go down, it's a positive trade. Now our lane partner isn't here, so we're going to try to delay. We get on him, we get the KO. Now we're going to have to go back and take a contested farm, and then make our way back into a jungle. But first, there should be mid farm because nobody was there, so that's what I'm going after next. And you'll see that my team is trying to get the evolve, and he does. Now, I'm going straight back into jungle, and yet I'm still going to get pinged. Go back to jungle. Yep, I'm in the jungle and I'm getting pinged by my, I believe that was Espeon. As I'm clearing jungle, good time to like, comment, and subscribe. And now we go into the middle. Pinging the team to gather here, and we're going to go on the objective. We see their jungler, we jump on him, we get him with the Wild Charge. Now I'm going to basic attack just to keep my Wild Charge sparks up, and then I'm going to jump once and then right into Wild Charge. Takes up the Cinderace, and now I'm just going to take him out. Now I could go for the objective or go for the score. I decided to go for the score. Then I'm probably going to take the berries and the back farm that they have as well, just to deprive them of all their resources. And you see me get on there in Wild Charge. Now I'm going to go back and set a trap. They know I'm in this bush, and we're going to wait. And we see some cooldowns go out, and then we jump on them right away. And we jump away. Get the farm, and then we're going to go in for the KOs. And here we go. On it. 2. Wild Charge. Now I'm going to use the Unite move. And I'm going to miss the Wild Charge, but I get him with the basic attack. And now that we get the... We're not going to get the score, we're just going to go for the objective, and then we'll have to break it before it goes in. Because this is the Reggie Lucky. So after we get this, we want to make sure that we get the break in. We could push this, or I could back. I see a whole bunch of people top lane, so I jumped forward till I could get the score in and break beforehand. And then we see the Cinderace, which is just a mistake on the Cinderace's part to show up. And then we get another KO. Now we're getting collapsed on, and we get taken out. So coming out of the base, it's going to be a pretty easy decision. Just look for some farm. We see the jungle up. We see the Zeraora scoring. It's fine. I'm just going to go back and continue farming. So I take the mid farm. And then I see more people scoring. So I am going to make my way down to the bottom. I do have my Unite move. We'll see what we can make happen. We're going to engage with the Unite onto a squishy Pokemon. And then we're going to jump and Wild Charge. And then we're going to spark and spark. And then we get the Wild Charge again. So that's a triple KO. So that worked out well. We did lose the pad, but it's fine. Now, because it's less than not 5 minutes, we go for the score, and we get the scores off. Cinderace tries to Unite, and then gets picked up and put down by the champ. We go in, and now we have to try to get out. Our sword goes a little bit too deep as well. Greninja unites. I'm already into Wild Charge. Mime is uniting. I get the Greninja? No, he gets away. Yeah, sword blocks, but we get away. So now we're getting the heals, and we're going to get the farm as well before we go to the objective. And then we are going to turn on to the objective. And this is just pretty easy because I wasn't expecting them to show up. We figured they were going to be farming their side, which is what's really happening. This is a replay, so I didn't know that, but that's what I expected. I didn't feel the need to push that into their home base, but I wanted to go middle to see if anything would respawn. I do see the Greninja on the minimap, and then I try to go and defend. He gets away for a second, and then Machamp takes him out. one piece of farm on the top here, so we go after that, and then we let the sword take it. We see the objective top, so we are going to set up aggressively. I'm pinging for my team to gather here, and we're just going to be patient until this spawns, and then we are going to look for some farm. There's no farm there, and you see the KO counter there. I'm doing pretty well in the game. It's important that I don't die, essentially. And we get the objective, and now there's no really pushing the objective. We see them coming bottom, so we run bottom. I could have maybe used my abilities for mobility right here, but I'll get there eventually. And we take the speed berry. We're going to try to cut off the Suicune, but he does manage to get away. And it's not on my best interest to try to jump on him on his pad. But we are going to get this farm that's spawning right here at 315. So the bees spawn on their side at 315, and that's what I go after right away. Then there is going to be looking for a pick here. So this Cinderace, like I go on him, and he gets everyone on his team killed. So you see me Wild Charge, goes on to the Greninja, Greninja gets KO'd. Mime is here, Mime is uniting, so I'm going to get the Wild Charge off. And I go for the Cinderace again, and then you're going to see the Zeraora gets it down. And then we finally do get the Cinderace with the water gun from the sweet Vaporeon. We are going to go for the objective. We're just going to set up. It should be pretty free. There's about 30 seconds left, so this is going to be going towards their home pad. We are just going to go, instead of pushing this in for the score, we're just going to go into the middle to make sure that they don't flip it on us. And you're going to see I'm going to try to get in behind the Vaporeon. Greninja ults us. I try to, he dashes once, and then I try to dash, but I'm not really going for him. Cinderace is in a bad spot. I missed the Wild Charge over the wall. I unite, and I take out the Cinderace. Then I go for the Frog, and the Frog gets really, really low, but the Regieleki manages to take him out. So we've taken out both of their high damage carries, so they can't flip it on us. There's 3 of us down, there's 3 of them down, and we're just following along the Vaporeon. We see the Mime is also low, and he's going to just get vision, and we're just being patient. The team is being patient. My death timer is ridiculously long, obviously, so we just got to wait for that. And then we're going to see the Cinderace come on in, and he's attacking the Vaporeon. Vaporeon is uniting, and Machamp ends up getting the KO. And now we're going to switch back to me because I'm about to spawn in, and I see the Suicune going for the score, and I defend our pad and take him out, and then I'm running towards the middle to see if anyone's flipping the objective, and if not, I'm just going to go and start it. There is 3 of them down, and we should get this. We have Sword Unite, but Sword united really early. I don't know what was that about. I dodged that necessarily. I didn't necessarily try to kill him with that. I'll get him on this pad here anyway. So we're going to go for the score first, break the pad, and then we're going to go for the damage. Yeah, and this is essentially the end of the game. So there's about 30 seconds left. They don't have a chance to come back. The team is too powerful right now. We're going to get more scores in. We're going to get more KOs in. Yeah, 18-6 right now. And then we're going to see that I'm just waiting, being patient, and then I managed to get the KO on the Cinderace. Then I'm just trying to use my Unite move here. And when they become targetable, I send the Unite, and then I use my Spark and Wild Charge, and I get 1, I get 2, and I get 3 with the Suicune there. Alright, and that's the end of the video. If you like this type of commentary, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. And if you want to see me live, catch me on Twitch.